Alright, what's up guys? Like Butter here, and I told you I would do vlogs almost every day. I didn't seem to be doing that, so I'm here to let you know that I'm going to start doing them again. I was going to wait for something really important to talk about, and as you can see in the title of the video, yesterday I had one of the most, probably scariest moments of my life, and I was going to talk to you guys and tell you what happened and all that good stuff. I'm going to start making a lot more videos over here on my channel. I know I continually say that, but I think the problem is that I'm having a hard time. Um, Basically, I just play League of Legends. It's all I really play, and I'm having a hard time trying to make videos out of that and keep it entertaining for you guys, because it's a really fun game to play. But if you don't have specific things, I just overall I just like streaming it more. And anyways, I think I'm going to start playing Gears of War a little bit here and there. I'm going to play some Gears 3, post some commentaries, and we're going to start up the Real Talk series again, and I'm going to try to make a lot more videos over here on my channel. I have a lot of ideas, or I had a lot of ideas to do with Kristen this week. We were going to do a Borderlands 2 Let's Play. We were going to start our GP vs. LB series, and something crazy kind of happened yesterday. So my aunt and my mom visited from Massachusetts. As most of you know, if in case this is your first video that you've watched in a long time from me, I moved to Maryland to live with my girlfriend. You guys know her as Girl Poison. We've been living together for about a month now, and my aunt and my mom came down to visit for the last couple of days. They came on Monday, and they just left this morning. So they're staying at the Holiday Inn in town here, and we wanted to go swimming, so they allowed us to go swimming, and the pool was just us. My mom and my aunt were just chilling out. Me and Kristen were in the pool playing. We were playing catch with one of the splash balls that I found. And she's had this shoulder problem for a while now, and sometimes when she sleeps and she turns the wrong way, her shoulder will pop out and then it'll pop right back in. So she's had pretty bad shoulder problems. It's dislocated at least 3 or 4 times, but it's always popped right back in the socket. At least that's what she told me, within like 20 to 30 seconds. So yesterday we were playing catch with the ball, and I wasn't thinking anything of it because you can't really expect anything like this to happen. We were just playing catch with the ball back and forth, and she went over her head like this to catch the ball, and I saw one of the most terrorizing things that I've ever seen in my life. Her shoulder popped out of the socket. Now, what it looked like to me, which was pretty disgusting, I'm going to show you guys here. I saw her arm out, and there was like, you see how there's like an indent here? It was like huge, like this huge indent, and there was this huge bump right here. Like it looked literally like this, but sticking out right here. And she was like in complete shock. She's like, "Oh my God, Drew, please get me out of the pool." And she's used to it popping out. It's popped out a few times, but she's never seen a doctor. She's very stubborn. She's like myself. When I had the stomach problems, I didn't want to go see the doctor. I thought I was okay, and I went to see the doctor. I had 2 weeks of medication. They found out that I had a stomach bacteria, and it cleared up, and now I'm good, and I'm eating again, and I'm putting weight on again. She's very stubborn. She doesn't want to go to the doctor. It costs a lot of money, and so this time we really didn't have a choice because I picked her up, I swam, I held her, I pulled her out of the pool, at least to the step, and she was screaming. Now, I've never heard this girl scream like this in my life. Tears running down her eyes, just crying her eyes out. So I knew how much pain she was in, and I looked, and her shoulder was actually popped out over here. Now the socket of your shoulder, I saw the x-rays at the hospital. It's kind of weird. It kind of goes like this, and the shoulder goes in place like this. Now her shoulder was all the way in front of that bone out here. Now she was screaming and crying because she felt like it kept pulling. She said she kept feeling her arm like it wanted her muscle. What was happening, I think, is she was having muscle spasms because your muscles aren't used to your shoulder being out of place, so they're gonna have spasms. They're gonna be irritated, and I think what happened is it was trying to kind of naturally pop it back in place, but she was holding her arm like this, and she did not want to move it at all. This is her left shoulder, and so I was really scared, I was like, I didn't know what to do. We had to call 911. They came in an ambulance. She was just screaming. She was in so much excruciating pain, and I know what it's like. I had my shoulder dislocated when I was, I think, 4 or 5 years old. I was actually playing on a bed, and I fell off the bed, and my mom grabbed me by the arm thinking that it was going to save me, when really she just pulled my arm out of my socket. And I remember going to the doctor, and it was so simple. I didn't want to move it because it hurt so bad, and all he did was just have me do some simple movements, simple motions. I think it was like this and around and up like this, and it just popped right back in, because your shoulder naturally wants to pop back in, but if you don't do the motion and you don't move it, it's not going to. So she was having muscle spasms. She felt like her bones were like grinding. So she goes in the ambulance. I went with her, and they brought her to the local hospital, and we went inside, and she was just in such pain. I felt so bad, and I didn't really know what to do, but just to support her, I kept telling her over and over, it's going to be okay, it's going to be okay. And to see the girl that you care so much about laying in a hospital bed with tears just running down her eyes was just a terrible, terrible experience for me. I just wanted her to be okay, but luckily the doctor came in. He was super, super nice, and basically they just put her on some pain medication. I think they gave her two doses of morphine to just take the edge off, but she was still really in pain. Her arms were having muscle spasms, but they came in and they wanted to do x-rays. And the nurse was very nice. She's like young, probably my age, and she was like, "You want to come back? I'll show you the pictures and all that." So I got to stand behind go in the X-ray room, stand behind the thing. It was a struggle because she didn't want to move her arm, so I had to actually pick her up and lift her out of the pool, just to get her on the stretcher, and also to get her on to stand up for the x-rays. She didn't want to stand up. She was on the medication, and she was just really, really in a lot of pain. She felt like she couldn't let go of her arm, and I think that kind of ultimately made it worse, because when your shoulder's out of its socket and you try not to move it, it's not going to pop back in. And if it popped back in on its own, it would have saved us a lot of time. But I understand 100% that she was in a lot of excruciating pain. So we just wanted to make sure that the doctor did it right. We didn't know if she would have to go in. I knew that she wouldn't have to go in for surgery, because I knew that when something's out of its socket, usually it pops back in if you allow it to. But they thought if she was in enough pain where she just didn't want to move her arm, she was going to have to get put on enough drugs to knock her out, and then they were going to pop it back in themselves. But luckily, the doctor came over. But anyways, I'm getting off topic here. So what I was saying before is, when she was holding her arm, she wasn't letting it move. But I got to go behind the x-ray thing and actually see the x-rays of where her shoulder was, and the nurses were showing me. They were like, look at, this is where it's supposed to be. It's all the way down here. It was like a socket like this, and her shoulder was all the way down here. And then that's when I remembered in the pool, when I thought about it, when I saw that bump right here. Well, it's actually her left side. When I saw that bump right here, that was actually her shoulder, completely out of place. It was pretty disgusting. So after the x-rays and all that, they figured out, then the doctor goes in, looks at the x-rays, and makes sure that it's dislocated in a spot, and he'll know exactly which way to move the arm to pop it back into the socket. So after about 2 hours in the emergency room, the doctor finally goes, okay, we're going to try to pop it back in. This is what we're going to do. And I was the only one there. My aunt and my mom came to support her and be there for her. But at that time, when they were trying to pop it back in, I don't know, they ran to the car or something. So I was just there trying to keep her calm, because this arm that she just refused to move, for about 2 hours, it was popped out of the socket for about 2 hours. She had to, with a little help from the doctor, move her hand that was, like I said, she didn't want to move it all the way up to her head like this. And, slowly she was hurting a lot. I was just trying to keep her very calm and let her know, you can do it, you can do it. And she put her hand like this, and I watched this bone go up it like looked like something popping out of her, like it was something from the fucking like Alien versus Predator or some shit, and it just went and popped right back in. And now, of course, you got to make sure that she doesn't move her shoulder. She can't move her arm like this. She's in a huge sling, and she's got a thing wrapped around her. I feel really bad because she's missing work for like 13 days. And if you guys know Kristen, she's very, very, I don't know, I wouldn't, well, she's very stubborn, but she doesn't like missing work because, we have to, we need money to live, of course. And so she's just very upset about missing work and all that stuff. And I'm just trying to let her know that it's her health and, her injury is more important than anything. So right now they just got her on some pain medication for about a week, and she can't work until August 12th. And she's kind of upset because her arm's like this. Her arm's like this in a sling, so she can't play video games or anything like that. So we're going to have to hold off our Let's Play and all that stuff. So I guess when I do streams, she's just going to kind of sit next to me and chill out. And maybe she'll talk to you guys here and there. I'll show you guys the sling and all that. I do live stream a lot, and I see some of you guys getting kind of upset that I'm live streaming all the time. And I understand it completely. I don't think it's that I'm live streaming too much. It's just you guys get kind of annoyed when I upload the video to let you know that I'm live streaming. But I have to do that because Twitch sends out an email, and come on, who checks their email, unless somebody's constantly going on Twitch to check stuff. So if you ever see that video where it says I'm live streaming now and you don't want to watch my live stream, just ignore it completely. Some people are going on there and like talking shit and like disliking the video. I delete the video every day and I don't read the comments on it. So the one time I did, I was like, wow, these people are actually really mad. And it's funny because my mom came, like I said, my mom was visiting the last couple of days, and she was like, Drew, how come you're not doing Gears of War anymore? Like, your fans really want it and stuff. And I was like, Mom, what are you talking about? Like, because I haven't had really, like, I had people ask me to play Gears sometimes, and what you guys need to understand is I don't necessarily just post what will get views. I've never been like that, even when I first started playing. I just want to post what I want. Like, I want to upload what I enjoy doing. But at the same time, my entire life, I've been trying to impress and satisfy you guys and girls out there who enjoy certain types of videos. And I know my fan base is Gears of War, and I know my fan base was built around that. But you got to understand that there's other games out there, and if you never give them a chance, you're always going to be stuck playing Gears of War. And I know a lot of you already got sick of it. I know some of you still play Gears of War 3, and I'm not completely opposed to posting Gears of War once or twice a week. I'm not opposed to that at all. I was completely against it, and the reason I was against it was not so much because I was done with Gears and I was like, blah blah blah, I hate the franchise. No, the reason is because when I upload Gears, people have a hard time wanting to wanting to watch other games. So I constantly get comments on all of my games that aren't Gears of War that say, go back to Gears or play Gears. And it's just got frustrating. So when I stopped playing Gears of War altogether, my views went down a little bit. My motivation went down a little bit. But I never have comments being like, oh, go back to Gears of War. It's just randomly once in a while I get those. So I think what I'll do is I'll have a couple Gears of War videos, which aren't going to be anything special, but I know you guys don't expect too much from me, like a montage or something like that. But I'll mix it in with like the Halo gameplays until new games come out. I'm really looking forward to Grand Theft Auto 5. I've been doing a Let's Play of LA Noire. I'm thinking about maybe uploading that if I can pull it from my live stream. But our internet was spiking the other day and it was kind of dropping frames, so I don't know if I'm going to do that. But LA Noire is an awesome game. I've been streaming it over on my live stream channel, which is always in the description for you guys that don't know. I only have about 6,600 followers over on Twitch. And if you're bored someday and you have nothing to do and you're on YouTube browsing videos, come watch my live streams. We have a lot of fun. I interact with almost everybody. Usually when I do Let's Plays, I only get about 100 viewers. So I have enough time to talk to each individual person, and we really do have fun. You can ask the people over who do watch the live streams. They have a really good time when we're over there just chilling out, having having a good time. Sometimes I'd be drinking and making a fool out of myself and randomly doing shit. I don't know. I do crazy shit when I drink. But it's just, I don't know. It's just a good time to just chill out with my viewers and play games and have fun. LA Noir, I think I'm about a third, maybe a fourth of the way through. I need to continue that. I'm probably going to stream League of Legends a little bit later today. If not, maybe some LA Noir. I'm not sure. Um, we'll see how that goes. I'm going to start posting scary videos again. Like I said, I do have the first episode of Anna to upload, but I want to make sure that I can play again because I don't want to upload one episode and have people really wanting the next one. And the game really wasn't that great, but I'm going to continue it anyways. It was just very puzzly, like more puzzly than Amnesia, just because the puzzles didn't really make sense. They're kind of stupid. Other than that, there's some scary moments and stuff like that. I know you guys want to see scary games. I just need to get myself all put together in one piece before I start doing videos constantly like I used to. And it's just kind of a distraction living with my girlfriend. I know it's not, she works and I can have that time to work, but this week I'm going to be spending a lot of time taking care of her because she can't do much with one hand. I had to help her brush her hair this morning. It's going to be hard to balance the two, but then again, she doesn't have work, so maybe she'll help me with some videos. She won't be able to play, but maybe she'll be able. I want to bring her on for a dual comm and talk about maybe her experience with dislocating her shoulder. So maybe if it ever happens to somebody that you know and you're there, maybe you will know what to do in that situation. Because I didn't know what to do. I was like panicking, but I tried staying as calm as possible to keep her calm. And anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I rambled on for about 16 minutes. If you like these long vlogs, let me know. I will continue them. I like doing them. It feels like I'm talking directly to you guys. I know it's kind of different because it's like I upload the video and then you guys watch it. But it's cool to talk about things that happen in real life, and that's why I want to bring back my Real Talk series and all that good stuff. So I guess this is good news for you Gears of War guys who really wished Gears back on my channel. I'm going to play some Gears 3 probably a little bit later, either today or tomorrow, and we'll figure out some new series we can do on there. Maybe we'll do the Chubby Bunnies again, all that good stuff. Also DayZ, I haven't forgotten about that. There's 2 new mods that came out called Day Zero and DayZ Overwatch. Well, I wouldn't say completely new. They've been out for about a week and a half now, but I definitely want to get in on some of those. It's just I've had a hard time gathering my friends to play it because I don't necessarily like playing them by myself, but I can do the Lone Wolf series. I have a lot to do. I'm sorry for you guys who have been waiting for videos and who've been frustrated with how much I've live streamed, but I guess when I live stream, all I have to do is just really play games, and it's not as frustrating as it is to try to organize all my videos and series again. But I have to do that. That's what I enjoy doing, and it's what I need to do. So thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to drop a like, and let me know in the comment section below if you're excited for Gears, or if you want these long vlogs again, if you want me to bring Kristen on for a dual comm to talk about her dislocating her shoulder. If you have maybe a story or something where the same thing happened to someone that you knew, or it happened to yourself, let me know. That's what the comment section's there for. And I've been Like Butter, and I will see you guys very soon. Take it easy, everybody.